Confusion and chaos marked start of Russia-Ukraine direct talks in Istanbul after 3 years. After 5 days of uncertainty following Russian President Vladimir Putin's unexpected proposal for direct peace talks with Ukraine, the initial day of negotiations in Istanbul on May 15, 2025, was marked by confusion, delays, and tense posturing. The talks, the first direct face-to-face discussions in 3 years, underscore the deep divisions and complex geopolitical dynamics that continue to challenge any resolution to the conflict. Despite official announcements, the talks did not begin as scheduled on May 15, with Ukraine initially withholding confirmation of participation and delegation details, leading to a 7-hour wait and chaotic scenes outside the Dolmabahce Palace in Istanbul. Russian President Putin refused to attend personally, delegating negotiations to Vladimir Medinsky, a former culture minister and Kremlin advisor, along with other mid-level officials, signaling Moscow's reluctance to engage at the highest level. In contrast, Ukraine dispatched a high-ranking delegation led by Defense Minister Rustem Umerov, reportedly as a gesture of respect to U.S. President Donald Trump, who has expressed interest in attending the talks. Medinsky described the talks as a resumption of the 2022 Istanbul negotiations, which included Russian demands tantamount to Ukrainian capitulation, such as territorial concessions, neutrality, and military restrictions. Russia insists on Ukraine abandoning NATO aspirations, ceding territory, and accepting regime change conditions, demands Ukraine and its Western allies reject as unacceptable and equivalent to surrender. Ukrainian President Zelensky advocates for a 30-day ceasefire before substantive talks, while Russia rejects the sequencing, preferring to negotiate terms first, complicating prospects for a ceasefire. Turkish President Erdogan hosted Zelensky and Russian delegates, with U.S. envoys present. Trump hinted at attending if appropriate, raising hopes for renewed U.S. involvement, though skepticism remains about his influence. The intense media presence and conflicting statements from Russian and Ukrainian officials created a chaotic atmosphere, reflecting the fragile trust and high stakes involved. Analysts and U.S. officials, including Senator Marco Rubio, expressed doubts about meaningful breakthroughs, citing Russia's low-level delegation and inflexible demands, suggesting the talks may serve more as a political gesture than a path to peace. The Istanbul talks illustrate the profound challenges in resolving the Russia-Ukraine war, with entrenched positions, leadership absences, and geopolitical rivalries shaping a difficult and uncertain peace process.